Picture this, a quiet, unassuming town in Massachusetts, April 21, 1977. For three teenagers driving through the night, this evening would become a chilling chapter in American folklore. This is the disturbing account of the Dover Demon. It all started with 17-year-old Bill Bartlett. He was driving with two friends when his headlights sliced through the darkness, illuminating something truly bizarre perched on a low stone wall. He described a creature unlike anything he'd ever seen. It had a large, watermelon-shaped head, two huge, glowing orange eyes, and long, spindly limbs with slender fingers. Its skin was hairless and peach-colored, with a rough texture like wet sandpaper. It stared back at them, its unsettling gaze burning into their minds before it scurried off into the woods. Shaken, Bill rushed home and sketched what he saw. His drawing, now famous in cryptid circles, is a haunting depiction of the unearthly being. But the night wasn't over. Just a couple of hours later, about a mile away, 15-year-old John Baxter was walking home. Suddenly, he saw a small figure approaching. Thinking it was a friend, he called out. The figure stopped. As John got closer, he realized this was no person. It was short, with a large, strange head, and what he thought were tree stumps 4 feet. It stood there for a moment, then ran towards a shallow wooded gully and vanished. John, terrified, ran the rest of the way home. The final sighting came the very next night. 15-year-old Abby Brabham was being driven home by her boyfriend's 18-year-old sister. As they passed a familiar stretch of road, Abby's eyes were drawn to a figure by the roadside. It was crouching, its silhouette defined by the headlights. She described a hairless creature with a big, egg-shaped head and large, glowing green eyes. Unlike Bill's sighting, the eyes were green this time. It held its position, almost as if it were observing them, before disappearing into the night. 3 separate sightings, by 4 different witnesses, over a period of just 25 hours. None of them knew each other at the time, and their stories were strikingly similar. They all described a small, thin humanoid with a disproportionately large, bald head and big, luminous eyes. The police were called, but found no evidence. Investigators, including the renowned cryptozoologist Lauren Coleman, interviewed the teenagers and found them to be credible, sincere witnesses. They weren't trying to pull a hoax. They were genuinely frightened by what they had encountered. So what was it? Theories have swirled for decades. Some skeptics suggest it was a simple misidentification, perhaps a lost baby moose or a foal, animals that can look gangly and strange to the uninitiated. But would a baby moose have glowing orange eyes and slender, grasping fingers? Others dive into more paranormal territory. Could the Dover Demon have been an extraterrestrial visitor, briefly stranded in this quiet Massachusetts town? The classic gray alien description shares some similarities: the large head, big eyes, and thin body. Or was it something even stranger? A creature from another dimension that momentarily slipped through a tear in our reality, only to retreat back to its own world. The story of the Dover Demon is so compelling because it remains completely unsolved. It appeared without warning, terrified a handful of locals, and then vanished forever. No more sightings were ever reliably reported. It was a brief, terrifying flash of the unknown. The creature left no physical trace, only the chilling memories of those who saw it and the haunting sketches that continue to fuel nightmares. What do you think crawled along the dark roads of Dover all those years ago? Was it an animal, an alien, or something else entirely? The truth, it seems, is still out there, lurking in the shadows of that quiet New England town. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy diving into the unexplained, be sure to follow for more mysteries. Stay safe out there.